Hola, buenos dias, hello, good morning, everyone. This is Andy Weston, resonating all solar systems, planets, and tells from the galactic system of the energy core, high rising on so many galaxies through its systems. So I changed the vocabulary through its systems, and those systems are going through its energy cycles. So today, everything is directly coming from the energy source. The energy source is the connection source through the power source. There's power sources through its galactic system. So when I woke up this morning, I sent you guys a short video. I just want to give you full collaboration what goes on, because you notice in the backdrop we're seeing the angular, triangular walls, and you were seeing the bush. Okay, so it was line dividing like a triangle, and everything was black. Well, that's the connection through the energy fields, through the galactic moon systems, right? So, and you also see this shadow shifting of its cloud formations. So those line fractions are going through its shapes, and everything is line divided. So it's kind of like a glowing mechanism changing through its black, because space continuum is black. But it's more than just black. It's more communication through its galaxies. And this is where we get into today, far as understanding what galaxies are, how they're formulated through volumes of fumigations, fumes. There's a lot of toxic air. There's everything through its connection of its atoms, its molecules, how everything is connected through its planets, solar systems. But to activate everything is through the vibrations of frequencies, because the galaxy is going like this, and it's changing its particle weathers patterns, and those weather patterns are communicating one to another. So it's subdividing, like I said before, like in the shapes, but these are cloud formations, changing shapes every time. So they come together like the atom theory, one goes this way, one goes the other way. They combust, they come together, they unite, they communicate through the activation codes, through the code frequencies. Okay, once they have that, they expand and they open. Okay, and they create an amazing picture. Okay, so it's kind of rebirthing the galaxy systems. So that's what's happening with space continuum, because everything volumes on different dimensional realms of its levels through its harmonic system. And once you get into full activation, the higher self uses its continuous force. And not only he understands everything through the galaxies, but he understands its line formations, because the cloud formation changes its shapes through frequency levels. So it's powerful stuff with the galaxy, because the galaxies are formulating through its circles, the energy systematical systems, and those systems are going through its high-rise divisional levels of the matrix, because the galaxies ride on different levels of continuous force, and that continuous force is on its wavelength. And this is where the calculation comes in, understanding how high and the width of a galaxy, because the galaxies can go from one parallel to another parallel, right? But to truth be known, it's the existence of non-existence, because everything through its galaxy is a mystery, just like space is a mystery, just like the matrix is a mystery. Okay, but everything is formulated through colorations, and they change their galaxy systems through their energy cycles. Okay, so they're basically communicating every day, but they're communicating through electronic interference. You know, it's like the galactic higher self communicates with the harmonic system using the energy pod, the sensory, the audio, and the voicing grids, right? Now, it's all based on numeral numbers. You know how you have patterns with numbers that are based on positive and negative, where you get, 2, 4, 6 is even numbers, and 1, 3, 9 is uneven. Okay, well, those are basically location grids, but they're all turned into shapes. They have to, because they're communication waves through their harmonic systems, and everything resides on shapes. And that's how it becomes into traveling mechanisms, and that's how it becomes into dimensional realms through everything through its cycles. But none of this can happen unless the higher self is there, unless the galactic higher self is there, because the communication has to come from somewhere. Okay. So even if the reactor, the magnetic magnesium force system, is talking through the galaxy system has to communicate with the atmosphere because it's changing its oxygen levels every single day through its wind factors. Remember, it comes into the northern, western, southern, and eastern hemispheres. Well, it's full connection waves as it's collaborating everything through its cloud formations and its electronic interference, and that's how they communicate. And also too with the ground formations, because there is nature's core. Just as there is space continuum, everything is communication lines through its grounds. So it's electronic interference with the ground formation communicating with the structures of the walls. Okay, that's what keeps its upkeep. Plus everything through its waters continuum. Okay, when it rains, everything is on a particular angle. Okay, and the reason why that is because of the winds. And I don't know if anybody knows this, but the fact that it's on an angle and it comes down into the ground formations, it's electronic interference. It's communicating. So the wind factors are communicating with the ground formations. Okay. So it's fascinating stuff when you get to understanding through its geometric systems. The geometry of its sets, everything through its activation is the harmonic systems. So it's powerful stuff when you connect with those waves. But I just wanted to show you that it's very rare to have a morning sky looking above and seeing the galactic moon. The galactic moon system wanted to communicate with me before this is the galactic moon. It's like this, okay? So basically when you're communicating with it, there's electric defense around it, okay? Remember I was telling you about the 3 layers with the galactic solar sun planet, how it has its own electronic interference. Well, basically, it's coming down like this, okay? So when it's coming down, basically what happens is it circulates and goes this way, okay? That's what the galactic moon does, okay? It's a wheel, but it's a center wheel, okay? It's not a side wheel. It's a center wheel, okay? So that's what happens every time. The same thing with the galactic solar sun planet. How you see the sunrise and how you see the sunset. It changes divisional levels through its dimensional realms of atmospheres through the harmonic system. And everything is done through electronic interference. And every atmosphere has its own connection, okay, through its geometry sets of shapes and divisional lines. Everything is calculated through its modification and its calibrations. So that's how you get the location grids from one to another, okay? So today, I'd like to talk a little bit more about galaxies and how they're connected through the galactic solar sun planet and the galactic moon, how they all communicate all in one, how they formulate through its colorations, okay? So it's good to know that the galaxies are set in so many different dimensional levels. They have to, because they communicate on so many different frequencies, okay? And that's where it comes into the odd numbers and the even numbers. And those numbers turn into shapes. And the shapes calculate through the terrestrial force of its energy force, of its energy cycles, of its energy systems. And those energy systems are high-rising through harmonic systems. And their harmonic systems are changing the galaxies of its fumes, okay? So that's the true understanding how numbers turn into shapes, and shapes turn into location, and location turns into dimensional realms through travel mechanisms. And then they formulate through its galaxy systems, because everything is created, okay, through its DNA structure. And then it communicates on an everyday level through electronic interference. So that's a little bit more formulative of what goes on through the galaxy systems. Now, everything rides on the galaxy systems. It has to. Everything has a title. Okay? Because if nothing had a title, then what are we talking about, right? So it's like the same thing with the planet and solar systems. How there's connection ways through all planets. So I hope everybody's doing well. I'd like to thank all the subscribers and viewers. You guys are incredible. It's amazing what's going on with this tremendous force. And like I said, we're high winding on so many different levels through its harmonic systems. And everybody's getting full connection waves right now. Everybody's getting a full understanding through their chakra formations, and the chakra formations are high winding through the circles. And those circles are turning into everything that we want through its balance. So once we get the harmonic systems going through its balance, then we can change all frequency levels through the energy systems, through the energy cycles and the body and ego systems. Okay? So that's what's going on right now. Everybody's going through different levels of, like I said, their behavior patterns. Some are stronger than others, but you have to understand your body system. Body system is the most important thing through the ego system. Body can't live with the ego, and the ego can't live without the body. The mind can't live without the brain, and the brain can't live without the mind. But it all collaborates, it all formulates, and it all has line divisions through its connection wires, through the circuitries of energy systems. Now, let's talk about psychops. Psychops are its continuous force through its star systems. And those energy star systems are going through wind cycles. Now, the wind cycles basically is, let's say you have a star, okay? And what happens when it goes through its communication levels, all right? Actually, no, I'm going to draw it out. One sec. It's better that I draw it out so you guys get a better view of what's going on right now. So we're going to talk about the star systems, okay? A little bit more communication waving levels and how we can formulate through its stars. So we've already talked about the hemispheres. We already talked about dimensions. We already talked about the higher self, the galactic self, how it goes through dimensions, and how it high rises on different levels. Plus, we also talked about the three-point system through triangles, okay, and the shading ops, squares, rectangular, circles, and triangles. Okay, so I'm going to draw you a star, okay, just a basic star. Okay, so it's a star like this, okay? So we have the star like that. So basically, everything through its star has a point center, like I was saying before, right? Now you guys are way ahead, so you get a better idea. That's what it is, okay? Now these are point centers, okay? All right? I don't think I need to write it down because you get a better view of what's going on, okay? So remember how I said everything through its center basically has electronic interference, okay? Now this, remember, I was telling you about the wind cycles, how it turns into a fan and it turns into dimension around, how it goes in one direction. Well, that's what it is. So it goes round and round. Round and round and round she goes. So it looks like that, okay? So the star basically starts spinning around, okay? And it communicates with another star, okay? So as it's using its point systems, okay, from one to another, okay? So round and round like this. Okay, so it's right now it's processing communication from here to here. And this is the other star, okay? So from there, they do an up and down motion, okay? Okay, so it's like this. So it kind of looks like that, right? So this is a 4-section star: northern, western, southern, eastern. Okay, so you got northern. Eastern, western, and southern, okay? So this is very important. You have to understand its atmospheres because its connection waves through the galaxy systems, and that's how it rises through its activation codes, through its harmonic system, okay? So it high winds on so many different levels, okay? These are like 4 different levels. 4 levels, okay, of continuing force, okay? 4 levels of continuous force. So that's it right there. So right now it's getting relationship right now, with the star system. So as it connects, it volumizes through another point system. And that point system becomes its connection through its radio signal. So it's kind of like this. Okay, so it circulates and rotates. Okay, see what's happening here? See this star system right here? It's now communicating through the other star. So once it reaches that status, it creates its own point system and communicates back. Okay, so as it communicates back, it's going back to its 4 divisional lines. Okay, so now it's communicating, right? They're communicating back and forth. One star system to another star system. Because everything through its star system is connection, okay? Because there's so many different stars, and then you got the little stars, okay? Little stars like this. I won't do too many, but you have to understand everything through its stars is communication, but it resides in different dimensional levels. Okay, so it's like this. Okay, see all the stars right there? Now, they're allocated in different locations through numbers and shapes. Everything. You have to understand how to turn numbers into shapes. Okay? And that's what Tesla was trying to understand. If you can understand the 3, 6, and 9, you can have the keys to the universal realms. And that's what it is. It's the highest accumulation through its harmonic system. Okay? It's ground cropping through its circles. Okay? Because the 3, 6, and 9 is the full collaboration of a location grid, which becomes string theory. Okay? The 8. Remember the figure 8? Well, that figure 8 goes sideways, and it goes like this. Okay? So it's perpetuating its trabecular force, and then it goes like this. And then it goes like this. So it's basically a flower. Okay? Full connection flower. Okay? That's it. And that's what it comes, the full love of connection. Okay? So once it gets its full love of connection, it communicates with all its star systems. Okay? And that's how a planet is built. Okay? That's how a planet is built, through the infinity. But you have to understand everything through its line formations, through its centers of its shapes, is the figure 8. But all those figure 8s that are line dividing northern, western, eastern, southern are communications, okay, of intelligence. All right. So the star systems, everything Mara's telling you about is point centers. Now the little ones, because they reside in different dimensional levels, they all communicate. They have to. Okay. It's very important that they communicate with each other. All right. So it's like this. They all communicate. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. It's very important that they understand their communication, because everything through space continuum and its matrix grids volumizes through its harmonic systems, because everything has its vibration, right? It's just like humans have vibration, understanding your energy fields. So every star system has an energy field. Okay. They need energy fields. Those are protections around its systems. So it kind of looks like that. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. They all have point centers. They all have waving lengths through their cycles. Okay. So everything goes through what we call PSY, psychops. These are divisional levels. Divisional levels of electronic interference. Okay, so you have that star, you have the point systems, okay, and then you got the electronic interference. It's 4. Okay, so we make it 6 now. Okay. We make it 6. So when I do the diagrams, you get a basic understanding how a star system turns into a flower through its electronic interference and its communication levels. Okay? Psych ops, divisional levels of electronic interference is the communication of all waving lengths. Okay? So it's powerful stuff to understand that the cycle divisions are connection waves through the galactic system. And then what happens is the reactor has its own communication waving lengths, okay? So it rides on so many different levels. Okay, so it's like this. It's an energy force through its continuous force. And it's always residing through. So those energies are coming down like this. Okay. So let's say it's in 4 sections right now. Okay. And it's perpetuating through its continuous force. Okay. This is where it becomes a psychops through the divisional lines of its electronic interference. Because everything is created through the reactor. Because it's a magnesium polarized force through its magnetic fields. Okay. So this is the electronic interference, basically. I'll just show you here. How it becomes electronic interference, okay, through the reactor. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Okay. So this is how the reactor communicates with the star's systems of its point centers. Okay. So you have the stars, right? Here's the reactor. It's continuous force, right? Now everything resides on different levels of dimensionals through its harmonic systems. So it has its point centers. Okay, it's point centers. It's very important to have point centers because the point centers are the communication waves of line divisional shapes. Okay. So those point systems are in dimensional realms. Okay, through the northern, western, southern, and eastern hemispheres. Okay. So everything through its connection, basically what's happening as it's going through circulation rotation through the reactor is sending back information to all the stars. Okay. So basically, it's communicating on all levels of its star systems. Okay, but everything has to be in circulation and rotation, right? Because that's how it gets its communication waves, through its intelligence. Okay. So it kind of looks like that. So basically, it's a sidewind triangle. Okay. It's a triangular base. But the creator through the reactor is connection on all waving lengths through the star systems. Okay. So, hola. Buenos dias. How are you? Welcome to my channel. I'm just getting into a lot of diagrams today. I feel like doing a lot of drawing. This is going to help a lot of people so they get a better understanding of what's happening through the galactic system and the energy core, how it communicates on all levels of its harmonic systems through shapes and all divisional lines through the matrix and its numbers, how everything is connected through its code frequencies. So after that, what happens is the energies start to split. Okay, they have to split because it's all going through different atmospheres. Okay, so we have the reactor. Okay, so the reactor is always on a circular. It's always on a circular rotation. It's always rotating. Okay. And once it understands its system, it changes its direction. So this is where you have to change the activation. Remember I was telling you about when you're going through a porthole, you have to understand its activation codes. You have to change its frequency levels to the northern, western, southern, eastern hemisphere. Because if you don't do that, you're going to get sucked in back into the system and you're going to go floating into space continuum. So you don't want to do that. Hey, Eric, how you doing, buddy? How's it going? Okay, so we basically communicate with the star systems, right? So the creator, okay, of its reactor, magnesium, plasmesium, has so many divisional lines, okay, around, okay, I call it the protection analyzing psych systems, okay? So it's got so many lines around, okay? It's got 12 divisional lines of electronic interference, and that's how it communicates on all levels of the atmospheres. So it's like this, right? But it's got 12, okay? So basically, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And everything through its circulation and rotation has its electronic interference, okay? So it kind of looks like this, all right? So basically, once it communicates on all levels through the harmonic system, it has connection waves. And that's how the energies go into the systems, the body and ecosystems, northern, western, eastern, southern hemispheres, okay? So that energy goes down, okay, into the atmosphere. Okay. Once it goes into the atmosphere, it's using its connection energy waves to find its balance, because the creator creates everything through its harmonic system and its balance. Okay, so it goes through the atmosphere. Then through the atmosphere, it goes through the ground formation. And again, everything is line formated through its divisional lines. Okay, it's ground formations. Okay, ground formations. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Okay, so as the energy is coming down, it's reaching its connection lines through the atmospheres and its ground formations. You see how it's a triangular? It kind of looks like everything resides on a triangle. Okay, triangle is the most important thing through its communication of its harmonic system, because basically what it is a basically it's a pyramid. Okay, these are all communication lines. This is the signal. This is the communication of all things combined through space continuum, the galactic core, the energy core, and the creators above through its atmospheres of space continuum, through its galaxy systems. Okay, so through its connection of its star systems, through its connection through its point systems. So this pyramid is the highest form of communication lines. All right. So that's how it becomes into 3, 6, and 9. Okay, and everything through its center is its activation. So the energy goes up into space continuum, and then it comes back down into the atmospheres and the body and ecosystems. So that's what it looks like. Okay, so this is what Nick Tesla was talking about, understanding if you can break the 3, 6, and 9, you can have the keys to the multi-dimensional Earth. And that's what it represents, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so I break the frequency codes, the highest formulations through all communication lines of its pyramids. And everything is connected through laser mechanisms. And that's how it gets its full activation through its dimensional rounds of its galactic dimensional Earth, of its rotation and its gravitation, plus everything that line formates through the higher self and the galactic self. And the galactic higher self has full connection with through the mind. Okay? And it communicates back with the pyramid and its laser mechanism. So it's like this. Okay? That's the galactic higher self. This is the pyramid. These are the energies, 3, 6, and 9. Okay? Those are the highest accumulation of its formation through its calculation, because everything's modified through its shapes and the division lines through our harmonic systems. So, yes, I know I'm a high wind right now through its intelligence. But like I said, I just feel like doing some diagrams today, getting everybody in formula what Nick Tesla was trying to discover. I just broke its frequency codes. So, Amanda, how you doing? Yeah, they are right now because they're on divisional levels through its cloud formations. There's a lot of electronic interference, and that's why I did that video of its cloud formations through its galactic moon. Okay? So, the galactic moon right now through the star systems is changed its allocated situation through its dimensional realms. So right now it's sitting in solar space right now. And it's communicating with all its point system of its connection of its star systems, which is the star mechanisms. So, how's everybody doing? Oh, wow, really? That's good too, because it's giving you power and strength beyond recognition. So you're finding new wavelengths through your energy cycles. You're getting balance through your harmonic systems now, Amanda. Everybody's going to feel that. The reason why that's happening is because I'm changing the atmosphere grids to the northern, western, southern, eastern hemisphere. And I have over 3,000 now galactic higher self protecting the grids through its solar energies and its connection through all wavelengths. So that's why you guys. Well, that's good, Angie. Yeah, there's a lot of communications. Everything through its formulation is pyramids. That's just levitation devices. You're getting communication with your higher self, Amanda. It wants to understand what you're talking about, so you understand everything around your energy fields. So I feel like drawing today. There's a lot of things that are going on right now. So basically, I'm gonna show you exactly what it looks like. Okay. So everything is a circulation through its rotation. Okay. So everything that you missed, you can watch back. Okay. The reason why everything's connected through the circulation and rotation is because it's full connection waves through the creator, because the creator is also shape. Okay. But it's all it is a circulation of energy. It's high winds in so many dimensional realms of its northern, western, southern, and eastern hemispheres. Okay. And its activation codes comes from its pyramids. So basically, so everything is triangular. Okay. Now, okay, this is the body and ego system. Okay, it's a rough draft, but I'm showing you the circulation. See the circulation, right? That's what I'm talking about. Everybody goes on a circular motion. It's like the star system. Okay, everything has to go forward. Okay, that's the star, and it's going forward, right? So, everything to its creator is its communication. So that energy goes into your body system. Okay. This is a little bit more now, right? Now, the subsurface through the northern, western, and southern hemispheres, the actual energy is it's atmospheres. Okay. So there's no number, there's no place, there's no time, and there's no space. Okay. Space is everything around its atmosphere, and that's how it's created through its galaxy systems. Okay. So the energy that goes into the body and the ego systems, it's self-absorbing through the center of the soul's recognition. Okay, because everything goes on a circular motion. So I'm going into a little bit more detail right now, what's going on, so you guys get a better understanding how it corrects all your divisional lines through your behaviors and your patterns. Okay, so because everything is subdivided. Okay, so I'm getting a little bit more knowledgeable here because everything is through circulation and its rotation. Okay. So basically, okay, so this is what it looks like so far. So this is the creator's surface. Okay, this is the atmosphere surface. This is the energy information. So the energy information, okay, is processing. Okay, it's processing information. Okay, processing information. It all starts with the crown chakra. Everybody's connected with that. They know that, right? The crown. Okay, there's the crown, right? Okay. The crown is a connection wave through its radio signal, and that's how it communicates from the creator to the crown chakra. And everything through its divisional lines, okay, is 7 within its center. So that's where you get all the chakra formations. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, those are the chakra formations. Okay. Right. From ground formation all the way up to the solar plex, to the throat, to the third eye. Okay. Third eye. Okay. The third eye. Right. That's the third eye. Now it's on a triangular base. Everything has its connection through its triangular. Okay. That is the connection through pyramids. And the eye is the transformation lights, where its connection through its energies, which comes from Mother Gaia. Okay. The transition lights are its connection waves through its light circle. So we call it the eye of the lamp. Okay. That's the communication, and it resides on everything through its golden system, where it becomes golden lights. Okay. So once you become a golden format, you become a galactic higher self through the golden systems of its golden lights. Powerful stuff. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. This helps out too, because I try my best. It's great because I love doing diagrams, and I've been drawing ever since I was a kid. I know how to use everything through its perceptions. Okay. Remember I was telling you about everything's lined by through the matrix? Okay. So everybody understand now what's going on? These are the 7-point divisional lines. You have to master all these center. Okay. And each chakra formation is a dimensional round. Okay. Each chakra formation is a dimensional round. And it high rises through the harmonic system. Okay. So it's kind of like this. High rise through the harmonic system. I need bigger paper. So the high rises through the harmonic system, okay? Pointing up, high rises through the harmonic system. Okay? So once you understand that, everything everything through the crown chakra. Okay. Let's just say you activate one chakra formation and you're getting full connection waves. You have to understand its shape because it changes its activation codes. Everything is connected through numbers to shapes. Okay. So let's just say your chakra formation is a circle with a triangle. Okay. Okay, this is a circle with the triangle. Okay, that's one chakra formation. Everything in its center has its connection, and it only communicates when it understands its shape. You have to understand the shape. You have to understand its information. Okay, understand information. You have to. It's very important. Because it formulates through the galactic system of all communication waves. Understand information, okay, through the shape. Now, once you understand its activation, it changes into its point centers, okay, and those point centers connect through the dimension. And that's how it allocates through its location grids and becomes an energy chakra formation. So now it's a star. Okay. So when you get full collaboration and relationship with the activation code through the body and ecosystem, it's full connection ways through the understanding of its information. So once you understand that, then you can meditate. Okay. You meditate. It's a rough draft, but you can meditate, right? Meditate. That star system chakra, whatever you volumize through its communication lines, goes up to the crown chakra. Okay. Okay, so it's like this. You just activate it, and basically you did meditation. So that meditation goes through the star system of its dimensional realm. You already know its activation through its point centers. You understand its information. So basically, you're connecting on waving lengths through the creative system. And that is how it's its full communication lines through the creator. Okay? Understand? Now, once the creator understands its star system that you know through your dimensional realm, it communicates back. So it communicates back into the crown chakra, okay, back into the body system. Okay, so it's communication, understand its star system. It comes back into the chakra formation, sends the information through the data processing. Okay, data processing again, which becomes input to information. Okay, data processing input to information right here. Okay. So basically after that, once he understands that system and he understands the energy that's given to him, you get a better idea of what I'm talking about, how energy is transferred into your system and it becomes information. And that's how you get smart with intelligence of knowledge through the mind and the brain frequencies. Powerful stuff, eh? So, but yeah, I just wanted to show you and give you a little bit more demonstration. When you go through diagrams, you get a better understanding. Try to vocalize that. Try to understand everything through its system. Try to understand everything through its activation. Try to understand everything through its shapes and its code frequencies through its numbers. So everything that you've missed, you can watch back. and it gets more complicated, but that's what makes it more fascinating, right? So questions, here we go. Amanda, nice drawing. Thank you very much. Do you mean literal pyramids connected to pineal glands? Yes. You know the Bermuda Triangle? Everybody's connected to that. Where do you think it gets its energy source? You get the energy source from the Bermuda Triangle. There's a reason why it's in the water's continuum. Okay? It's one of the elements that you use. Fire, earth, water, and air. There's a reason why things are put on this planet. The more you understand that, everybody, the more you get a better view of what's happening through the mind and the brain frequencies. The mind is the most important thing. It's the most powerful thing you can use through the brain. Understanding everything through its frequencies, you'll understand everything through its vibration of its harmonic system. Okay? So everybody yesterday during meditation was actually on the first day, saw all my colors and chakras and seeing connection with source. Great, Trisha. So you get any connection with your energy waves through the energy cycles and all divisional lines through its matrix and its chakra formations. Excellent. Andrew, any advice on what's happening to my hair? Something has been cutting my bangs. They were for now. Also, my hair is really thin. It changes its formation through its body transformation. I went through that a lot too. So basically what it's doing is changing everything. So what's happening, everything that's connected through your past reference, you get full control once you wake. Once you awake, you get a full understanding of who you were. You get a description of who you were. And that is solar generating your identity force, your true source, coming your highest source through its light formation. So it's changing your body structure, which becomes perfection through the anomalies of its mind and in its brain frequencies. Okay? So I wouldn't worry about it. Everything is going to balance out. It's just you're changing your transformation to the person that you really want to become. The person that you are through your dream awakening. That's a transition on its own. So it's a self-perception of a mirror perception of yourself, of your higher self, your true self, your true higher self, your true super higher self, right? Because everybody comes superhuman when they get into the light formation, after they understand their atmospheres and understand their elements. So, man, Trisha, I have problems too. I think it has to do with the crown chakra opening. Everything through the chakra formation is communication through the reactor and its energy system. Once you understand the energy is so powerful that's given to you, it corrects all divisional lines of shapes through its harmonic systems. So your pixelizations are formulating through its computer systems. So the analytical system, it's changing its AI systems through the connection waves of energy cycles. So yeah. So anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. You know, I love these questions that you guys are giving me. Yeah, your body is going in, it's turning the human vessel into a spiritual vessel. Amanda. Yeah, everything you have to understand, once you're in that human vessel, you'll stay in that human vessel, but you become more spiritual through the mind and the brain. Okay? That's where the transformation and manifestation comes from. Because those energy cycles are changing the systems. So the only way you see your spirit guides is having full relationship and partnership with its light formations. You have to understand your communication of its harmonic system, Amanda. That's the only way you can communicate. That's the only way you can see the actual angels. Paying attention, listening to everything that the guides are telling you. Everything is through balance and its mastery of its thoughts. Everything is a process through integration. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, Trisha. Yeah, so Trisha, she sees hers with her eyes open. So she's getting more formulated through the matrix. And that's what I'm saying. You guys are going to be able to meditate without closing your eyes. That's powerful on its own. But not just feeling the energy, but understanding its information through its data processing. And once you start seeing the energy, like I see every day, every energy that goes into me, I see what's going on. It could be a cloud formation. It could be a ring barrier. It could be a planet system through its reaction of its heat signatures. It could be energy cycles through its division lines through its computer systems. So there's so much energy that goes into me, not knowing that I have full collaboration through relationship and partnership with all atmospheres, with its continuous force of all ground formations, okay? Full connection waves through the galactic, dimensional earth, archangels, angels, Father, Mother Gaia, okay? And space continuum and the matrix. So meditation is everything. Yeah. Everything becomes a chaos before it balances, okay? Because everything is a reaction. Everything reacts. Well, that's just it, Trisha. You're finding your balance. Balance is everything through the body and ecosystems. So, but feel free to watch back my live video. I did a lot of diagrams today. So much information came out of me. And I had to put this down so you guys get a better understanding how communication revolves around anything through its cycles. Once you get a true understanding, then you'll know what I'm talking about. And Trish understands and Amanda understands. So it's great that you guys are coming together and formulating through its community source, through its connection source. And everything has its own power source. So once you understand your power source, your meditations will become a lot more stronger. Your communication ways will be able to not just feel the energy, but you also be able to see and identify with its description of its energies through all power connected energy waving systems. So it's powerful stuff, powerful stuff. So see, Trish is very informative now. So your harmonic system is going to high rise to your divisional levels. You're going to be platituning the fifth dimension soon. I don't mean soon like as in next week or the next month or anything. Everything takes time through its balance, but you're getting there faster and quicker, which is great. You're understanding how powerful the mind and the brain can be through its frequency levels, because everything has its connection waves to its harmonic systems. So congrats on that, Trisha. The most important thing that you could do through anything, through information, is to listen. Once you understand listening, you're understanding your connection waves are going through the mind and the brain. And not only you're accepting information that's given to you, okay, or given back to you, you get the true knowledge, not just understanding, but the knowing. And the knowing becomes doing, and everything around its energy cycles changes its atmospheres through your energy fields, because everything is and becomes its electronic interference, because that's how the atmospheres connect. That's the only way they connect. Everything has to connect in a way, but everything is line formated, you know? Everything. Nothing's out of sequence. And that's what I mean by full rotation. Everything rotates, right? That's great. Yeah, meditate more. That's good. Really good. So basically, I'm going to get going. I'm cutting it short because I got a lot of things I got to do. I have friends over right now, but I just want to get an hour in. You know, I also did a short video through its cloud formation, through its galactic moon, so you guys can get a better view of what's happening through the galactic system. But you know, a couple more questions. Anything you want to know about before I leave? Oh, you're extremely welcome. That's it. You guys, you come in more formulated through the galactic system. You guys are starting to really not just understand, but you're starting to know through its listening skills. And that's what's going to make the mind and the brain frequency stronger through your body and ego systems. So that's really good. Oh, that's great. I'm glad you get to see all my videos. That makes me, you know, my connection energy waving heart happy. That's good to know. That's really good. Hey, Eric, how's it going, man? Everything shifts on a dime. Okay, you know when you spin a dime, it goes forward. Imagine if you spin it back, what happens? Right? It loses its frequency levels through its vibration. So everything is on its continuous force. Okay, that's where you get the focus and awareness and the power within. Meditation is everything through the mind and the brain. Once you guys get an understanding that, you get a full understanding through its partnership. Once you have partnership with all communication lines through space continuum and the matrix, then you get a true knowledge of what I'm talking about. So hopefully that helps out. But anyway, I gotta go. You know, I know it's cut short and all that, but I put a lot of diagrams on that. It's very important that you guys watch what's going on. And I give you more, you know, structure through its diagrams. So please feel free to watch my live videos. And, you know, whenever you get a chance, feel free to subscribe, like, and share, because I keep formulating through its information cycles, given everything that you need to know through the galactic system and an energy core. How it's very important that your body and ecosystems are changing on it every day through its transformation and its manifestation. Once you get the true knowledge, then you get the true knowledge of its galactic system and how you can high rise through the galactic units through its commanding force. And once you have that commanding force, it's amazing through its focus and awareness. And it uses its power centers and its connection in energy waves to high wind anything through its cycles of all divisional lines of numbers and shapes through the matrix and its communication of its atmospheres and its electronic interference. Take it easy, guys. Love you very much. Adios.